Bakit may mga OFW na dekada nang nagsasakripisyo abroad pero hindi pa rin makauwi for good? Most of the time, hindi dahil kulang ang ipon, kundi dahil may mga retirement mistakes na hindi natin agad napapansin. At kapag pinabayaan natin, napapahaba ang buhay abroad. Save without a real number. Build assets that do not produce income. Delay because you feel late already. And hope everything will somehow work out pag-uwi. Harsh, maybe. But after working with several clients on their OFW exit plan, I keep seeing the same patterns again and again. And these are also the same mistakes I would personally avoid as I prepare for retirement myself. So in this video, let's flip the usual advice. Instead of starting with what to do, let's start with the retirement mistakes that keep OFWs working abroad longer than expected, and the practical shifts that can help us avoid them. Mistake number 1, we build a savings plan that doesn't keep up with reality. We save for a lump sum, not for the reality of retirement. Many of us say, yung goal ko maka 5 million, maka 15 million. But retirement is not just about hitting one big number. It is about how long that money can support you when salary stops. Here's the simple math. Let's say you retire with 5 million pesos. If your expenses today are 25 pesos a month, that is 300,000 pesos a year. At that level, 5 million lasts around 16.7 years. And that sounds fine at first until reality changes. Because retirement will not happen at today's prices. If prices rise by around 3.3% a year, your future monthly expenses could easily become 35,000 pesos instead of 25,000 pesos or even more. That becomes 420,000 pesos a year, and now that same 5 million will only last for 11.9 years. And that's the problem, inflation. So don't just save for what life costs today. Plan for what life may cost when salary finally stops. That one shift in thinking changes everything. Now, mistake number 2, we delay because we feel late already. This is one of the most dangerous mindsets for OFWs in their 40s and 50s. Many of us think, ay, 40 plus na ako, late na talaga, dapat noon pa ako nagsimula. And honestly, I understand that feeling. I also started only getting serious about this in my 30s. The problem is when we feel late, we often delay even more. And every year we delay, retirement becomes more and more expensive. Here's the math. Let's say I started early, saving 5,000 pesos a month for 25 years. That's 1.5 million pesos in contributions. But with growth, it could become 7 million pesos. Now compare that to starting later and trying to catch up by saving 5 times more, 25 pesos a month instead of 5,000 pesos for 10 years. Kasi yun na lang ang natitirang panahon until retirement. That's already 3 million pesos in contributions, and even with 10% growth, it may only reach 5 million pesos. And that's a huge gap. So yes, waiting has a cost. But even if we are starting late, let's not waste too much energy being ashamed of the past. Use that energy to start now with small amounts and build momentum. Aging is not the biggest problem. The bigger problem is continuing without a plan. Now, mistake number 3. We put too much into our bahay, our dream house, or negosyo and call it retirement. You see, we put too much into our house or negosyo and automatically call it retirement. After years of working abroad, of course, we want something visible, something we can say we built, a house, a lot, a small business. But we also need to be honest. Not all assets create income. Let's say we spend 3 million pesos building a house we live in. How much monthly income does that house give us? If it doesn't generate rent, the answer is 0. That does not mean that the house has no value. It gives us shelter. It can be an important asset, but is not automatically a retirement income plan. That is why I like separating assets by purpose, productive versus non-productive assets. Is this asset for living, for income, for growth, for safety? Because a house may be important, but it does not automatically solve retirement income. Now, mistake number 4. We may have an idea of retirement, but not a real timeline. And that matters because a retirement goal without a deadline can stay vague for years. I know an OFW here in the UK who has been working for almost 30 years. When I asked about retirement, the answer was, bahala na. May SSS pension naman, mag-business na lang pag-uwi. And maybe some of that may help. But hope is not the same as a plan, because once we ask, when do we actually want to retire, the plan becomes more honest. Because if I tell myself retirement is still 15 years away, that pace can look very different. But if I say I want to retire in 5 years, enough na, then I immediately know that I have less room for delay, less room for mistakes, and I need to be much more intentional. And that is why the number matters, but the deadline matters too. Because once I put a real timeline on retirement, I stop guessing and I start planning more honestly. Now, mistake number 5, we don't have a plan to make retirement money last. Retirement is not just about reaching a number. It's also about making that money last. And that's mistake number 5. What helped me and many OFWs I've worked with is having a simple structure. Saan napupunta yung income? Magkano ba talaga yung target? How inflation changes that number over time? And how to build that plan step by step. And one more thing, retirement is not just about reaching a number. It's all about making that money last. There's no perfect retirement plan, but having a simple, flexible plan is better than leaving everything to chance. If you want something simple to follow, I put a step-by-step guide in the description below. And just to be clear, this is general financial education, not personal financial advice. I do not sell investments or insurance products. I do not earn commissions from you. What I'm sharing are simple systems and planning frameworks to help make your numbers clearer. No pressure, just something to help you take the first step.